Well, my name is Rositonia, commonly known as Ronnie Sapaula, and I came from the Philippines. I came to the United States after I graduated from nursing, and then came to Chicago and stayed in Chicago for the next 54 years. And the reason why I came to the United States was to help my mother financially, because she was widowed when I was only 12 years old. So I was at Cook County Hospital, and that's where I retired. I've been a nurse for more than 50 years. You know, I went into graduate school where Matthew and Jocelyn, my daughters, we were all students at the time. So it was a rule when it's study time, nobody does anything but, study. And, but I was the oldest in my class. Being 40-some years old in graduate school, never been in a big university.
The first few years of my career was 1999, 2000, 2001. So early in my career, even though I'm selling life insurance, I didn't see any death benefits being issued or any living benefits issued. But what I did see is a lot of people protect from stock market losses, because that was during the dot-com bubble, the first recessionary period. And then 9/11 just made the stock market even spiral further down south. And so when I saw people like my mother not lose any money, and to see her calm, to see her not worried, and to see her not anxious and or depressed, that was my first-hand experience of seeing what annuities and fixed index annuities was able to provide.
So when Matthew came, he brought a different flavor to what life insurance is. And at that time, at the hospital, the 401k came about. And employers would have a class on how to handle your money with 401k, but it ended in presentations. But when we came to them, they would go to the lunch, to the cafeteria, but all they do was, what do you want to do with your money? You want to invest in here, but they didn't explain what it was all about.
And so when I'm seeing that my own mother was educated, I was initially educated, I'm educating my mother, I'm educating our friends and family about it, then I can easily, and I see what my mother accounts, not lose any money through the promises of the index annuity contract. Early in my career, I said, you know what? That's right. My mother's money in there, my client's money in there, because we treat just all of our clients as if they're our own mother, because we're sitting across the kitchen table, we're sitting on the boardroom of our offices because we're dealing with somebody else's mother.
So there were losses. 2008 was a big hit. I remember that. 40% of what I had, dropped. So I said, oh my gosh, how is this? We didn't know the workings. What to invest it in, we didn't know. Nobody taught us. So we just did whatever everybody else was doing. And so when Matthew came, that's when he really explained to me the 401k, the annuity. He explained that there is something like you put your money in, you will have no losses.
I've been through the 01 dot-com bubble. I've been through the 08-09 Great Recession. Now I've been through the pandemic and the lockdowns, the flash recession we had during the beginning of 2020, and to see my own mother's money and not lose a dime through any of those. My mother's on she's on her third annuity contract right now, because she's seeing the benefit of what it's done and compound that over time. To see her calm, to see her at peace, to see her not anxious.
And so the RMD that I received financed my trip to the Holy Land, which was in my bucket list. It was wonderful that can happen, It has provided something that I least expected. And the RMD gets bigger and bigger. It's no longer the same as when I started, so I said, oh, and the seed money stays the same, with no losses, with everything that's going on right now.
I said, hey Mom, how you like the house? How you like the senior living center? Oh my gosh, Matt, I love it here. Why? It's like a cruise ship. It's like a cruise ship.
I can just sit back and relax. All good, all good. Thank God, thank Matthew.
Because life insurance, long-term care, and annuities are providing for that. And it's not a burden to me. Building a financial home, you plan for the worst case scenario. Well, the worst case scenario came. The big bad wolf is knocking on the door. Well, guess what? We're not afraid. You know why? because we had financial ammo, because we prepared for the big bad wolf to come in. And next thing you know, I'm playing financial offense with my mom with confidence and clarity, and I feel good knowing. I say, hey Mom, how is that place? My parents are just having a ball here because the power of not only opportunity to be in business for yourself, but more so the power of the products and services that we provide to multicultural, middle-class America and parents just like myself and yours.
When the living benefits came about, I transferred to have my life insurance with living benefits because I've received from friends who had an independent, freestanding long-term care like I did. Their wives passed and they never enjoyed the long-term care that they had because it's only meant for long-term care. So I said, oh, thank God, I don't have that now I have the living benefits, so I could still, it's still part of your life insurance, so you'll still benefit.
So my mother is experiencing no losses. She's experiencing the tax advantages, withdrawals, and distributions from her life insurance policy and long-term care policy. She just can't help but talk to other people around her.
It becomes so natural with me now when I'm with friends to investigate what do they have. I have learned so much on how to establish a conversation, and at the same time I feel sad that a lot of people still don't know much, and so the field is wide open.
She gets to travel the world with us too as well. She's been to Cancun with us, she's been to different vacations with us, been to Hawaii, been to these different vacations. And to see them live not only on both sides, not only the financial products and services, but also the opportunity of being in business for herself, to share that. She can't stop talking to people about the joy and the peace that she has right now in her life. It's up to us to want to be uber rich and uber wealthy. But the people that we love and care about, that we serve, like my parents, like your parents, and many of the parents we serve in PHP Agency, I'm so glad that we have a dignified product with a noble product that we can depend on. That when times are tough, and worst case scenario, when the big bad wolf wants to knock on the door, we have a financial shotgun. We can say, go away, you're not going to touch our family one bit, because the economy can drop, they can raise inflation, our products and services, all these different things that we provide our clients are able to counteract the negative effects what goes on in our economy today and allow the people that we love and care about to retire in dignity.